It's business growth. It is personal growth, emotional growth. It is financial growth. Okay. We want those coins, but most of all, we want to build generational wealth for our families, our children, our children's children's children. And we want to work smarter, not harder. We want to bring things into subjection of our purpose and our destiny and our greatness. And we also want to put our businesses on systematic autopilot, which is how you create passive income and how you create multiple streams of income and how you grow multiple streams of passive income. And it's not rocket science. I say this all the time. It's just science. And by it being just science, that means that all we have to do is follow the formulas and the recipes for not what works for others, but what works for us, but also what works within the system. And we cannot take systems too lightly because we are operating and thriving and surviving in systems and within them. And the thing about it is, we have to follow the lead and the results and the outcomes of others, because others' best practices and what they've learned shortens our learning curve. Okay, so today's topic, I'm going to go ahead and start. I don't see Borja on the line. He always is like, don't forget me, please invite me. But hopefully he'll see his messages come up. I don't like to leave nobody left behind, really, right? Okay, so just a first, a couple of things just to begin. Housekeeping issues. If you're not connected to me, please, by all means, connect to me. Highlight that blue bell. My name is Dr. Stefany, aka the Hustle Mama, or the Hustle Mama, aka Dr. Stefany, whichever you prefer. I prefer Hustle Mama first. The doctor is just a formality. And I teach entrepreneurs how to build 10 streams of income from one business, product, or idea. And once you get that one business, product, or idea systemology down pat, then you are to duplicate it and duplicate it and duplicate it for every single aspect of your business, every single thing you teach, everything single thing you speak, every single thing you build. And when you build it that way, with an infrastructure of systems on autopilot and multiple streams on autopilot, then you can really focus on doing well and performing well in your business or service. And see, here's the thing. People say, oh, it's really hard to go back and do this. It may be a challenge. Nothing is ever too hard for you, right? Nothing is ever too hard for you. You are completely and fully equipped to be the great entrepreneur that you have inside of you. So nothing's ever too hard. Now, it may be too cumbersome. It may interrupt and disrupt what you have been planning, and it may produce a little challenge that you may have to learn a couple of things first. However, what is going to separate you, the extraordinary, from the ordinary, is not only the knowledge of what to do, but the willingness to do it. So I think I've heard this. The first time I heard this was at the Black NBA Association when I was going to the conferences early on in my career about 25 years ago. And I was on a talk with this big time guru. I want to say this was right around the time when Chick-fil-A was first starting. And he was like, I don't know if he was the Chick-fil-A guy or whatever, but he was doing this talk in one of the breakout sessions. And he said, I'm going to look at every single person's business plan. If you send me your business plan within the first 30 days, or the 30 days of this conference ending, I will give you my critique. He said, but I'm going to guarantee you, like the room was filled with maybe 300 people. He said, I guarantee you only 3 of you will submit it. If one person does it, it will be no more than 3 out of all the 300 people in this room. And the reason why he said that is because you can teach, you can show, you can preach, you can lead, but not many people will actually do the work. And sometimes the heart is willing, but the physicality isn't, the intellect is not willing, whatever it is, our minds will teach us and defeat us before we ever get started. And what happens is the familiarity of pain, of failure, of competition, of insecurity, of faults, of perfectionism, all of those things are triggers and like marionette strings to your mind to convince you why you should stay comfortable, why you should stay where you are, why you should be complacent, why you should be good with status quo, and why you don't have to do the other things. And so today I just wanted to talk about the one step, two step to disrupting your thoughts and your minds to get your businesses on autopilot, and just one or two things you can tweak to really be on the road to earning at least a little bit of passive income. I know that what I teach, especially in the Facebook group, by the way, if you're not part of the Facebook group, you need to be a part of the Facebook group. It's the Hustle Mama Tribe on Facebook. There's over 180 hours of teaching and free workshops and webinars and topics and content and takeaways. Yes, overwhelming. But you only take one bite at a time. It's a buffet. You don't go to a buffet and then eat everything at the station. No, you take something, you put it on your plate that you need and want at the time, and then you sit there and eat that, and then you go for more. And that's the way you have to take the treasure chest and the tribe. You take what you need and then go back for more. But today I wanted to start with a one step, two step that you could do and implement easily within a week to get passive income going on your business. And the reason why passive income is so important and why I stand by it is because it's the only way to make money while you sleep. Passive income is the only way to make additional money while you sleep. So if you're laboring and you're promoting, if you're selling, if you're teaching, if you're showing, if you're coaching during the day, that's beautiful. That's what you do. That's what you were born to do. That's what God has called you to do. But when you go to sleep at night and when you lay down and you wake up, it's really nice to open your account and have some money there that you never planned on, you never really expected, but that you prepared and made a way for it to happen. And the thing I think that people don't really understand, and they allow themselves to get overwhelmed is, hold on one second. Thank you, Father. Thank you, God. Mm, 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 mm. Oof. Mm, mm. Thank you. If this is your first time in any of my rooms, I move completely by spirit. I am a spiritually based business expert. I use biblical intelligence to run my business and to teach people how to run theirs so that they are infusing what they're called to do with what they're born to do. Okay. So that you are walking and working in your destiny as much as you are laboring in your purpose. Okay. So when God is speaking, I have to stop speaking so that I can receive the message. And God shows me in pictures. You know, I see things in pictures. I'm a visionary. That is how I'm able to teach entrepreneurs. And this is what I want to share with you, that God was just showing me that, hold on. Oh, thank you, Father. Okay. So God was just showing me, you know, there's a verse in the Bible that says that he can open doors that no man can shut, that if God be for you, he's greater than the world against you, and he'll close doors that no other man can open or close for you, like all of those things. So when I was just speaking to you about going to sleep to make money and waking up with that money, that the Lord was just speaking to my spirit that a lot of you are not open, right? So sometimes people are not open to the mere thought of it being a possibility, and you have to be open to the thought and receiving of the possibility and plausibility of things in order to have those things be a part of what you have. For example, if you are not open to change, you never will. If you're not open to becoming a wife, then when the man who sees you as his wife comes along, will have a futile effort because you don't see yourself as that person. If you don't see yourself as a water walker, If you don't, like, I know I'm a water walker. We're all water walkers. God says we will walk on water. We do. We walk on water. What does walk on water mean? Does it mean we go out to the ocean and walk on water? No, we can float in water without even knowing how to swim. You can lay on your back and be so buoyant that you will float. If you don't panic, you can lay on your back and float. So that means that he has you, right? He has you. He supports you, even with you doing nothing but just falling back and relaxing. Okay, so if you can fall back and relax and float in a body of water that you can't touch with your feet, then certainly you can trust the process enough and the creator enough to fall back and relax and let him carry you and let him bring you to your expected end. But if you're not open to being carried, if you're not open to being educated with a system, if you're not open to having systems work on your behalf, if you're not open to understanding that it's not difficult, then you can't receive how easy it is. You can't receive how simple it is. You can't even receive that it can be or that it is. The Bible says, so be it, so it is. Whatsoever you think in your heart, so you are. Whatever you speak, speak life. And all of those things, for life and death, are in the power of the tongue. So as you look to, let's say, forge a portfolio of revenue and different investment sources, understand that you can monetize everything you see, everything you say, everything you speak, every piece of business you conduct, everything you are, everything. And it's based on these three pillars. If you build your business, no matter what that business is, on these three pillars, they will serve as the seeds to sow for your multiple streams, but it will also serve as the roots to grow insurmountable fruits. And that is your experience, your journey, and your expertise. If you can pivot just a portion of your business and your business brand, when you're communicating it, incorporating messages that integrate your experience, your journey, and your expertise, just one line, not a whole monologue, not a whole soliloquy. I used to be a preacher girl. I'm not a preacher girl anymore, but we preachers are a little long-winded, right? I've had to curb that a little bit. Be like, girl, you're writing too much. I'm a writer. So I'd be like, blah, 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 blah. Be like, okay, child, please. Don't nobody care about all of that. Don't nobody want to hear all of that. Don't nobody want to read all of that. Just get to the point. Get to the pillars and the point. And the pillars and the point are simply your experience, your journey, and your expertise. And when you incorporate and infuse just one item from any one of those three into your social media messaging, you get comments. When you infuse a sentence in any one of those three into your posts, you get comments, you get transactions, you get conversions after just a few days, a few weeks. It doesn't take long. You have to identify, and I know you've heard this, the know, like, and trust factor is how you convert. The know, like, and trust factor is how you convert. People have to get to know you, and then they have to like you. So people can get to know you and not like you. People don't have to know you and can like you. People can get to know you and love you. And then after that, they'll trust you. And sometimes they don't trust you because they have trust issues, because they've been burnt by other business people. But that's okay. They'll either come around and they'll begin to open up, or they'll find comfort with someone else, which is fine. But it's your obligation and your duty to your greatness to always understand that identifying with others in humanity, your customers, your clients, your village, is your duty so that they can be blessed by the value, the products, the services, the knowledge, the teachings that only you can give them, that only they can identify with. Everyone may serve the burgers and fries, but only one set of people or community are going to savor your flavor. And so identifying with your audience is the one step that you have to take towards your business. And the second step is always creating a piece of a digital product, because digital products are the fastest growing, the fastest converting, and the quickest way to earn passive income for your business. So if you're doing all of the heavy lifting during the day, All I'm asking you to do is to create the passive lifting for when you sleep, or when you're off the radar, or when you're busy doing your talks or workshops. Just have it in place, because when you have it in place, you're delivering value in another way. So people say, well, Stefany, you always say start with a WordPress website. I have a Wix, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I do. I say start with a WordPress website so you can own everything. But if you're not in a position yet to do that, then don't do that. Then do something else. Well, you're always saying blog. I do say blog through WordPress. If you can't, that's fine. You can use blogger.com, so that when you do establish your WordPress site, you can just import all of your blogs on Blogger with one click. So if you have a Wix website, a Squarespace site, they usually have blogging abilities and capabilities. But understand that when you do move from them and evolve into owning your own platform and hosting your own platform, you'll have to block and copy and I don't think you can even download them, but you'll have to block and copy everything that you put into those systems and duplicate it. Okay. So make sure you're blogging. If you really want to grow your business and your traffic and your indexing through Google, if you want to get before eyes that you never known before, then blog. Okay, so let me give you 4 things you can do to earn revenue by the end of the week. Okay, that's what I want to do. Okay, so 4 things you can do to earn revenue and get it started by the end of the week. The quickest way, the fastest way, is to create a lead magnet that leads to a tripwire that leads to a market purchase. And what that means is you're going to create a checklist, a guide, or a cheat sheet. You're going to title it checklist, guide, or cheat sheet, and you're going to put a number on top of it. Okay. And so you could leave the number. Actually, let me see something. Yeah, you could do the checklist guide to 5 ways of blah 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 blah. Okay, and then you'll attach it to a tripwire. You'll give the lead magnet away for free, and make the tripwire. The tripwire is something very valuable that you deeply discount. So my tripwire, I have a program called um my tripwire is growing your email list, right? It's called excellent, like subscriber excellence bundle. The subscriber excellence bundle that I have is worth about $97. I sell it for $7 because it's my tripwire. It's the one thing I have that's very, very intense, that gives great information, spells people out, walks them through it, and I give it away for $7. It's an entire bundle, right? So I do that because it's my tripwire, and the tripwire is your opportunity for people who don't know you to get to know the kind of work you provide, the kind of quality you have, and the kind of content you're the expert at. And then from the tripwire, you have the purchase. And so the purchase is another upsell. And this time it's something worth more money, but it costs a little more too. So my upsell, my market purchase, is called the Digital Empire Bundle. So I have a Digital Empire Bundle that helps people build their digital empire. So it goes with the terms, and then it's like I think it's like an 85 page. I have a textbook and then a workbook. So they have a checklist, a textbook, a cheat sheet, a workbook. It's a whole entire bundle. The workbook are the exercises that people have to do while they move along the regular ebook. So it's worth like $197. And I have a walkthrough webinar that goes with it, and I sell it for $67. So is it 197? It might even be 297. I'm not really sure, but I sell it for $67. So what happens is you get the lead magnet first, which are all my freebies. Then you do the tripwire, which is my $97 product for $7. And then I do a product that can help the business and help them with what I teach. And that's the 197 or 297 product. And I sell it for $67, right? So what you want to do this week is create your checklist, your guide, or your cheat sheet. You can do that for free in Canva. They have great templates. You can use their template, put your logo in. If you're part of the Hustle Mama tribe, I do an actual workshop and webinar that shows you how to use Canva and to drag and drop. If you don't want to do that, you can use one of Canva's templates. If you don't want to use that, you can go buy a template, but you don't have to. and then you create it, and then put your link in the checklist. This is the one mistake a lot of people make on their lead magnets. On your lead magnet, you want to put everything, every way to connect with you in social media. And then you want to put the link to your website or your link tree. And then you want to put a link to what they can buy. Okay. So that's the first thing. And then once they buy, you always say, send a thank you. And then in your sequence of your thank you, you can offer the tripwire for your lead after they get your lead magnet. And then some people are going to take the tripwire, some people are not. If I were you, I would make the tripwire is only offered after like that one time. So if you offer your tripwire again, if you're going to price it at $7, then make the next time you offer the tripwire $17. Because what happens is you have to make sure that your audience knows that it's always better to buy early from you. Okay. You always have to do that. You can't keep your prices low all the time so that people who don't take advantage still get it, because it's not fair to the people who engage and who support you, right? So always have your tripwire only available after the lead magnet, and then they trip on it, they'll take it or they won't take it. But the next time they see it, they'll have to see it at a higher price. And then after they take the tripwire, you can offer what you sell. Now, the difference between the tripwire and what you sell is what you sell, you can always offer at that price, not just to the people who take the tripwire, right? Because that is something you sell. And you can engage it from the price that you offer it after the tripwire forever, or you can raise it a little bit, or give a discount, do whatever you want to do. But that is one way how you can make money by the end of the week. That's one. The second way that you can make money by the end of the week, if you already have a blog, if you already have a website, if you already have an engaged social media following, is to do a solo ad. And a solo ad is D2C, direct to consumer, of something you sell. So either offer directly through social media the tripwire for $7, or the actual item for whatever you're going to sell it, $37, $47, $57, $29, $39, whatever it is. You can offer that directly, and you leave it. You have to put it in social media and leave it, because social media, while they won't always show your post to people, eventually people will come buy it. Okay. And you want to, of course, put it in the comments if you're using Instagram and not in the actual post. Or if you're using Facebook, you can allude to it in Facebook, but use bit.ly to URL shorten the actual link for them to buy, so that Facebook algorithm won't flag it and eliminate it from view. So that's the second way. So the first way is to, of course, create the lead magnet, a tripwire, and then a sale. The second way is to go into social media and post a direct link to your tripwire or whatever you're selling. Okay. And if you're going on Facebook or you can do it in Instagram too, use the bit.ly.com or bit.ly to shorten the URL so that the algorithms will pass over the actual URL link to purchase, and more people will actually see it. The third way you can make some money by the end of the week is to take your website or your blog and actually put a D2C solo ad on it, a direct to consumer ad. So if that's a link to your tripwire, if it's a link to your purchase, you put that on your website for a week. Okay. It may not be there on the front page. Your subscriber box may be there. I want each of you to either put in your blog, if you're a blogger, if you have a static web page or a link tree, you already have something for sale, I want you to put a link to your ad, to your tripwire or your purchase. Put that on your website. I don't care if it looks crazy, put it there. Okay. Because what happens is when you're giving people information like the blah, blah, blah keys to this, the weights to da, 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 Google actually indexes you. I'm not saying you're going to come to the top of Google, but what I'm going to say is you're going to be crawled by a web crawler because you're providing information or a solution to a query, a problem, or a question. Okay, so that's the third. The fourth way to make money by the end of the week is to go into what's called query sites. So like Quora, Quora, ask.com, those are query sites. Those are places where people are going for answers. And I want you to scale those places, like troll those places and bring up the subject matter that you're, now listen to this. You're not bringing up the topics for your business, okay? Don't do that yet. You're not ready for that yet. But what you can do, because we're talking about making money by the end of the week, what I want you to do is to take your tripwire or your product, okay, your ebook or whatever it is you're going to lead to the sale. I want you to take the keywords that are surrounding or pertaining to it, and then I want you to go to Quora or ask.com and pull up that same keyword and see what people are asking. Because here's the thing, we tend to give people what we want and what we want to give them instead of what they need and what they're asking for and what they want. Okay, so in order to see what people want, you have to know, deliver what they want. You have to see what they're asking for. So go into Quora or ask or Google and find out what people are asking pertaining to your topic. If you're a lead magnet and if your product is not answering the question, then you're off. So you want to make sure that your title and your lead magnet and your product is answering the questions that are being asked, because that is how you'll convert, because you're giving the solution, you're giving the results. And hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so we're halfway through. That's really all I wanted to teach today. It was only a one step, two step. I'm gonna probably do one step, two steps all week so that you are learning and engaging in the things that will help your business quickly. Okay, so right now I'm just doing quick things that you can engage and implement so that you can earn some money on passive income and have those opportunities. um, are you going to earn money? I'm not sure, because I don't know what you're selling. And I don't know if you're answering a question. I don't know if you're incorporating from the three pillars of your experience, your journey, and your expertise to identify with your audience. I don't know what you're doing, but I will tell you this. Those methods that I just gave you today are 4 ways that you can put some streams on autopilot on your behalf for your business. So are there any questions or case studies, or is there any assistance that I can give you for your business? Because I would love to be able to help you. And I am kind of, if you haven't noticed, I'm actually changing my clubhouse a little bit. I don't pre-schedule the talks anymore because actually I don't get as many people into the room when I pre-schedule them. So I only schedule my talks right when it's time to go live. So like between 7:15 and 7:30. And that's because I don't know what's going on with the algorithm, but you guys are here today. I be in rooms by myself. So that's why. And the other thing is I'll be teaching from now on for the first half an hour. And the second half an hour, you can come and get help from me for your business. And that is my way of pouring and sowing into you in your case study, and hopefully blessing other people in the room who have the same business or on the same industry or doing products and services like you are. So at this time, oh wait, hold on. Let me just make sure I get everybody up. I have Letitia, Sunshine, Edwina, and Maritza. And Maritza, DM me, inbox me your cell phone number, Queen, so I can give you mine so that I can transfer your domain. It's finally ready. Remember, I told you guys, even when you buy domains, they're not just yours until they pass through the approval process. So Maritza, yours is passed through the approval process, and I now can transfer it to you. Okay, so good morning, Letitia. How may I help you today, Queen?
Good morning, Hustle Mama. How are you? So
I'm
blessed to
blessed.
see you today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Could you do me a favor? The phone, I don't know, the connection went out. So the first part about the blog and the first part about the lead magnet, there was no, it was like the connection was really, really poor.
Okay.
Could you repeat that? I'm so
Sure.
sorry.
Sure. Actually, okay. So the first way is when you're blogging or in social media, you want to offer a lead magnet, which is free. You're free 99, something, a checklist or a guide or a cheat sheet to the blah, blah, blah ways of this or the blah, blah, blah systems of that, or how you blah, blah, blah over here. So you want to offer a free lead magnet, get the subscribers' email address, okay? And then you're going to always say thank you. And in your thank you to them on your auto series, your auto responder, you're going to offer the upsell to your tripwire. And your tripwire is something that's of value that you drastically reduce in price. Like, yeah, you're almost giving it away for almost nothing. But that is your way of getting to know your audience, for them to get to know your content, and for them to see the level of your engaged education or intellect regarding the subject matter. And then after the tripwire, you're going to thank them again and offer the upsell to another product. And they may or may not take it, but at least it introduces the topic or the title of the product. So for example, my tripwire is excellence, list building excellence, right? It's a bundle. It's worth $97 or 147, and I sell it for 7 as my tripwire. So they get an entire bundle of how to build your list in excellence, how to create it, how to set it up, what makes it strong, what makes it convert. It's $7. And then after that, I have the Digital Empire Builder, which is another bundle that includes a walkthrough webinar and tons of work, 85-page workbook and walkthrough book of everything. And I offer that for $67. So what you want to do is take the link, put it on your blog, in your link tree, in your bio, so that people are getting your lead magnet and then tripwire and then your upsell. Okay. Mhm.
Okay, thank you so much for repeating it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Good morning, Sunshine. Hi, Queen Sunshine. How you doing?
Good morning, Hustle Mama. How are you today?
I am blessed, thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I have two questions for
Sure.
you. One question is about the directory that you have.
Yes.
I was kind of confused. Like, if you have more than one business that you do, how do you put everything in there?
Absolutely. Okay, so let me answer that for you first. So what happens is, because everyone is coming in on tier 1 for free for a year, that enables you to create what's called sub accounts under your business or brand. And those sub accounts are your other businesses and the other categories that you can list in. Does that make sense? So,
okay.
So that's how to work. You go back into your panel, your profile panel, and you'll see the ability to create sub accounts there. Now,
Okay.
if you don't have that ability, it's only because, I've been MIA all weekend, right? So I was off social media and I was off of everything. It was my twin's birthday this weekend, and my son is in a coma, so I'll be all up in my feelings on his birthday. I can't help it. It's a trigger. So I do have some member categories. What happens is, I gave you the upgrade, but I have to manually do it. So I just went in this morning to manually upgrade some people who had signed up. So that might have been why you didn't see it at the time. But if you go in now, you should, because everyone's been upgraded.
Thank you. One more question.
Sure.
The website, what was the website thing you gave us? I'm always seeing these people in my newsfeed. It seems like since I went to that website, I'm always seeing them. It's the website you gave us, the website builder that you gave us. What's the name of it?
SiteGround?
Yes, SiteGround.
Yes.
I was kind of confused on which one to get.
Okay.
The one for $14.99, I think, when we go on there. Is that for unlimited websites? Because it was one that you said something.
Okay, so if it's showing you $14.99, then you didn't use the link in the group, because the one in the group gives you the $14.99 package for $6.99.
No, this was the highest package.
Okay, so the highest package is unlimited websites, and that's normally $24.99, and it's $9.99 if you use the link in the group. Yes. See, if you use the affiliate link in the group, because it's my affiliate link, you'll get the one website package for, instead of $14.99 for $6.99. And you'll get unlimited websites instead of $24.99 for $9.99.
Okay, I'm gonna go back in there and try to find this again.
Okay, and what I will do is I will also bring it to the top. I'll do an independent post for you, okay? And what happens is if you have multiple websites or multiple businesses, you want the unlimited, okay? And because you're getting unlimited websites, unlimited traffic, all of that, right? Now, after you pay for the year or two, whatever it is that you pay for, it's going to go back to the regular price. But for the price of one website in your Wix or one website in your Squarespace, you get unlimited websites, and it's actually less, right? So that's how it works. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's the introductory price. But here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the Facebook group. Hold on, I'm going to do it right now. Okay, I just put there, I just posted it for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. Good morning, Edwina. What's up, Queen Edwina? How you doing?
Good morning.
Good
I made sure I
morning.
took my phone off of mute this time.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where I'm at, Dr. Stefany. First of all, I have to ask you, I know you do packages and stuff that you sell with information, and I wasn't there at that point. So now I'm there, and I want to know, like, do you have packages that you've already done that we can go back and buy? Because I feel like I just need to go from start at the beginning at this point.
Yes, I do. I do. And believe it or not, everything is listed in the resource directory on those links, those live links. Like I loaded a PDF to all the free stuff and the paid stuff. And what I'll do is I'll bring it back. I'll bring the link sheet back up by listing it on the website again for you. And then what it is, and I'm going to tell you, okay, so I wasn't going to announce it till this week, but I can announce it now while I'm on Clubhouse. I might as well. Okay, so what's happening is I'm starting a membership mentor program. And for that program, people will pay me once a month, depending on which tier you join. And you will get mentoring from me, but it's group mentoring, but it's a way for people to still have their businesses mentored by me and customized according to niche and industry, right? So what will happen is one plan is $67 and one plan is $97. And what you'll get on the $67 plan is content from me, e-courses from me, and a live workshop monthly from me. So you'll get everything. On the $97 plan, you'll get weekly strategy calls with me. So you'll get 4 group weekly calls with me by the group, but you'll be able to email questions, email Q&A so that your business questions are answered and highlighted and taught, right? So you basically getting me mentor you. And then you also get your own live class, which is different from a workshop. The webinar, the turbo webinar is only 20 minutes. The class is actually an hour to an hour and a half long. So you'll get that every single month and all the files. So I'm actually launching that this week. But yes, I do have plenty of products from $7 to $1,497 for my 13-week courses that you can do on your own with tons of walk you through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like drip content every week and me talking to you every week and walking you through. Yes.
Okay. Then the next thing. Okay, so I told you I had got my website.
Yes.
And everything.
Yes.
I'm kind of frustrated though because the lady that I used on Fiverr. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Fiverr?
Yes, it is Fiverr. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I specifically wanted a woman because I like to, use women and, promote female business and everything. So I specifically look for a woman and I specifically look for one in the U.S.
Okay.
United States, because I didn't want the language barrier or a big time difference either. So I got this one lady. I paid, $350. It was her second package. I told her from the jump I was on GoDaddy, let her look at it and everything. She came back the next day, said, hey, you have a website builder, you need a cPanel. I'm like, okay, no problem. Trusted her because that's what Dr. Stefany said I needed, even though I didn't know what you were talking about when you were talking about all that. She said cPanel. I'm like, okay, that's what Dr. Stefany was talking about. No problem. Went in and bought it within an hour and a half. She asked, can we extend it by 3 days? And I'm like, okay, even though I bought this within an hour and a half.
No, so you should have said no and gotten your money back. No, we cannot extend. But go ahead.
Okay, so I didn't want to create like a bad relationship or nothing like that. So I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and extend it because I still had some time. I had a deadline of the 15th for me, but I didn't tell her that. And it was supposed to have been done by the 8th. Okay, so I let you extend it the first time. Then you came back and needed to extend it again. And I'm like, okay. So one of the issues I had, come to find out, she's in the UK and not in the United States, but you're advertising in the United States, and you can tell it's still a different language, even though they speak English, it's different. And I'm like, okay, it's not inquiry, it's inquiry, all this stuff. So I'm, checking behind it, minor stuff. Then I had to ask her, I have a picture of me in the app so you can see that I am Black. You have access to all my pictures, and you see that, majority of my people are Black. She went and put all these pictures of all these white people. So I asked her, hey, can you make it a little bit more mixed and not just include all these white people? And then you can tell they're not from America because of their skin and everything. So, of course, she went back and put one, like, Middle Eastern lady on there. That kind of pissed me off. I'm like, but I can change out my own stuff afterwards. I need her to do the basics and build it for me. Okay. She tried to extend it the third time, and I said no. And she was like, I wasn't aware of GoDaddy. I'm not used to working.
Well, then she should have said that. She should have said that. Okay, so first of all, let me ask you a question. How many stars did she have, and how many feedbacks did she have? Did you go through her feedback and her stars?
I did, but she was new.
Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, so I've often explained, and let me say this again to everyone in the room. When you're using Fiverr, do not trust your most trusted things with someone who's just starting, who has no track record, because you don't know what to judge them for, right? You can win on Fiverr, you can win big, but you can also lose on Fiverr. My suggestion to you is you didn't extend the second time, right?
No, I extended the second. I didn't extend the third.
Okay, so I think you can get your whole money back, Edwina.
Yeah.
So what you need?
My question.
Okay, so what you need to do is to request a refund. First, change all your passwords. Okay.
Yeah.
Change all your passwords. Request a refund. You were having her build a WordPress site?
Yeah. Well, I had her. I'm confused because if you could take a look at the site, I'm telling you, it's like
what's the domain? What's the domain name?
Ultimate Cleaning Service.
Ultimate Cleaning
Service.com. And that's another thing.
That's too long. But go ahead.
Yeah, and she couldn't even. I had it as unpublished when I was doing
it. It is unpublished. No, it's unpublished. I can't see it. Okay, so let me just help you out real quick. Hold on one second. Okay, so hold on one second. Okay. Do you have, can I just tell you something? All right, Edwina, let me give you some advice, and it's unsolicited, but let me help you, okay? First of all, your domain name is too long. It's nice, it's your business name, but people aren't going to remember it. It's easy to make a mistake the longer the domain name is, okay? If you can spare the $16.99, I want you to buy this domain name because I just checked it and it's available.
Okay.
All right, let me just see something. Hold on. www.ultclean.com. Okay. Now listen, let me explain something to you. Hold on one second. And everyone, let me explain something to all of y'all. The longer your domain name is, the more risky it is. Okay, so Edwina. Now listen, and I don't want nobody else in this room doing anything unethical. Edwina, I want you to go to ourdomainstore.com because that is my company, which is a GoDaddy reseller, because pour into me like I've poured into you. I want you to register www.ultclean.com, ULT, because that's short for ultimate. ULTclean.com. Do not buy any upsells. Do not buy privacy. Don't buy anything. Just buy the domain name. It's $16.99. I just checked the value. It's worth $1,216. So that's the first thing. That domain name is worth $1,200. You go buy it for $16.99 because your domain name is too long. The second thing you do is change all your passwords and you shut that down, request a refund, and you go to customer service in Fiverr and explain all the extensions and all the problems you had. They will refund your money. So decline the extension. She didn't meet the deadline. You get your money back. The next thing you want to do is maybe in a week or so, go to a meet in the group. He charges $350 for 5 pages, $500 for 7 pages, and let him build your website. He's my developer. Now, he's running a little slow right now because he actually contracted coronavirus. He's very sick right now. So he, his wife, and his daughter contracted COVID, and they had to leave the city. It ran rapid in India. And so he's in the village right now with his mother-in-law, getting better. And they're trying, I just text his wife, they're trying to get better, but they've been down. So I've been trying to help with all of the website work with him, which is a lot. And he's faster, and he and his wife are faster than me. And so I'm muddling through. But the bottom line is he will give you a professional website for $350. And yeah, he's in India, but he has to do it under my mentorship, my leadership. So it's going to be fabulous. Now, it may take a minute sometimes, but it will be good. Okay. And the people who have had websites, Letitia had hers done. It's fabulous. She will tell you. Katrina is having hers done. We're wrapping hers up. It's fabulous. She will tell you. So yeah, but you go get that domain name that's worth $1,216. I just looked at the appraisal. It's $16.99. If you go into the Facebook group, I'm getting ready to post where you can buy the domain name.
Yeah, because I keep putting in our domain and I got Amsterdam.
No, it's ourdomainstore.com. Oh. But I'm putting the link in the Facebook group. Hold on, I'm gonna put it right now. And I always tell people no upsells, okay? Because it's a GoDaddy company. So I'm a GoDaddy reseller. I pay a lot of money to have a license. So yeah, and it's one of my streams of income. So, okay, I just put the link up, okay, for you, and you can buy your domains there. But yeah, go ahead and get that. Don't buy no upsells. Pay the $16.99, get your $1,200 domain. And then once you get your website built, you can actually forward the short URL to the long or the long to the short. But when you're in market and you're in social media, altclean.com, look how fast that is. Look how easy that is to spell, right? And then you have something that's valuable, because domain names are, once they're appraised and they go up, they don't go back down. They only keep going up. Okay? Does that help?
Yes, ma'am. Because that was my thing. I was like, I know I'm about to go get it, just change all my passwords and then cancel.
Yes, change your passwords before you request the refund, because once you request the refund, she's going to get notified. And if she's in the UK, she's 6 hours ahead of us. So she's in the middle of her day, she'll get that notification. Do not cancel until you change your passwords. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, ma'am. Hi, good morning, Maritza. How you doing, Queen?
Good morning, Queen. I was asking, kind of, it must be similar. So with the whole WordPress website, do we have to purchase we don't have to purchase if it's the one that you have to totally construct, and then they have one that they construct for you? Does it matter?
It does, because one of them you own and one of them you don't. It's no different than using Squarespace or Wix. Here's the thing, you want to be very careful about using people's web builders. When you're using a web builder, okay, let's start all over again. Ladies, when y'all have these people developing websites for you and website builders, those are click and build templates. Those are like the basics. They're the most basic templates you can get. They're hard to customize. They're hard to manipulate. You don't want that. You want a traditional WordPress website. And I know people are like, but Stefany, I can click and build and manipulate my website on my own if I use the builder. Yeah, but you don't own your content. It's not yours. Something go down, it's gone. So you can click and build and manipulate your content in a difficult one once it's built, because once it's built, the back end panel is where you will make all of your changes. But you should not be changing your website that much anyway. If you have a store where you're changing products, you can do that through a plugin, and that's very easy to do. All you're doing is uploading a picture, putting in the price, and putting in the description, and that's it. It's on autopilot. Don't let it intimidate you. Don't let difficulties of WordPress intimidate you, because the most difficult part is really the coding and developing the website itself. It takes long, it's intensive, but once it's finished, it's on set it and forget it. And everything else is plugin generated, and everything else is just you clicking type, 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 publish, type, 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 publish, type, 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 type. It's really very easy. So Maritza, are you using WordPress.com or WordPress.org?
Well, at the time I was using WordPress.org. I haven't been on here in a while. So I had moved over to like Squarespace. So I'm asking now.
Okay, so Squarespace is a web builder. So whatever you build in Squarespace, if you ever want to leave, you're not going to be able to take it with you. Okay. So, and it's not a WordPress hosted site. So you can pay the monthly fee because it's easy, it's pretty, it's sleek, but it's not the infrastructure you need to have control over your content and to build upon it. Okay. But if that's what you can do for now, do what you can do for now until you can do what you want to do later. Right.
Well, I can do it. It's just that I was like, okay, a while back, I had tried to build it out myself, and I just got kind of confused. And then I moved over to, like you said, the WordPress.com, and I found like there were certain things I was like,
Okay, so here's the thing. Let me explain something to the room too, to maybe hopefully someone can be blessed by this. Listen to me carefully, everybody. You have these businesses, you have these products, you have these services. You're doing this because this is your life and your livelihood. And I get that. But I would be remiss if I didn't tell you the truth, right? The truth is you want to own your content. You want to own your assets. And you can't be a penny wise, pound foolish, right? So you can't be a penny wise and a pound foolish. And what that means is you can't not want to pay to have your website built the right way and take another route that you think is most cost effective that actually ends up costing you more in the long run. And it's going to cost you more because you'll have to rebuild it again if you want to start moving on and elevating and you learn more. You're going to have to rebuild it again if you want other streams of income, or you're going to have to build things in all different platforms and never be in one environment that you still don't even own. So, and Edwina, I hope you'll allow me to use your experience as a case study right now. And it's not to be offensive, but look at all Edwina's going through with this woman, right? Okay, so she paid, now watch this. She paid $350 and had to deal with headache and trauma, and it still ain't what she want. And listen, the girl used a template. I'm gonna tell you straight up. She used a web builder template. She did not build her a WordPress website. So is it better to go through all of that? And now she's gonna have to turn around, fight to get her money back, and then she can pay someone who's doing what she needs to have done, right? Yeah. So what if she didn't get her money back? It would cost her $700 to get the website she needed right the first time that the other girl is just underhandedly doing in a template, right? Yeah. So sometimes these are your businesses, right? Now, I can't spend your money for you and I can't count your money for you. And guess what? You ain't even got to use my guy. Use somebody else. But make sure they're building you a WordPress website, building it for you because you want the files. You want to host your own website. That is why I refer to SiteGround. I don't refer to SiteGround because it's my affiliate. I refer to SiteGround. You can Google it. Google it your daggone self. WordPress endorses 3 hosting companies in this whole entire planet, and SiteGround is one of them. Now, I've used the others that they endorse, and I don't like them. So I only promote what I like and what I use myself. My entire magazine is on SiteGround. The one that gets 50,000 hits a month and unique visitors, 400,000 hits a month for return visitors is on SiteGround. It's on SiteGround. I pay for that. I think it's $200 a year or something, but I have a huge site. But what I'm saying to you is it's better to build it for its growth and its scaling. Don't build things for today. Build things for next year, tomorrow. You're not like when God gives you a vision. Maritza, put your phone on mute, please, because there's a lot of background noise.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. When God gives you a vision for your business, let's say your vision for your business is to open a manufacturing company, like a warehouse where people will work and build, like you're a designer and you're going to have seamstresses. You're going to start off in a small space, but God gave you the big vision. So you're not going to build something that can't handle the capacity of the vision. So when I'm asking people to please move to WordPress to build your sites and please get a WordPress self-hosted site, I'm doing that because I know what I teach and I know what it's capable of and I know the kind of growth it can withstand. So I know that even in the things I teach, you can go to, listen, you have Wix, you can build a blog in Wix. You want a podcast, you can go to Anchor FM or Bcast and do your podcast. And then you can go have a school and pay Teachable and do your school, or pay Thinkific, which is $100 a month, and do your school. So now you have your Wix website with the little blogging capabilities. You have your podcast with Anchor FM and Bcast. You got your classes with Teachable and Thinkific. Okay, so now you're paying, let's see, 100, 200, you're paying $200-300 a month, where I'm saying, go buy your WordPress website hosting. It'll cost you, for unlimited sites after the special, $25 a month. Okay. Go do that and put in your plugin for your classes. Free. Put in your plugin for your podcast. Free. Blog and get indexed by Google and keep all your blogs. Free. Use your blogs to create ebooks. Free. So you have to be not a penny wise and a pound foolish, but understand that what you're building for the vision. Okay. So, and the vision is so that you'll have provision. And what happens is, in order to have provision, you have to be proactive in building for the vision. Okay. So don't build just for today. And if your finances are low, then wait. I'm not telling you to spend your money. I'm not telling you not to pay a bill. But what I am telling you is to stop wasting money and pouring into things that are not going to give you a return on your investment. Don't spend your money, invest it so that you can see an eventual return and it'll be worth it. Does that make sense? So Maritza, what I'm going to suggest to you is don't waste your money. Get a self-hosted website, and you can use anyone you want. WordPress endorses SiteGround as one of the only 3 they will ever endorse. I have an affiliate link that allows you to get the packages from SiteGround for more than 50% off. So the affiliate link is going to bless you. It also, guess what? It blesses me. It's a stream of income, but it saves you money. But guess what? You ain't got to use my affiliate link. Go to Google SiteGround, and bypass my link and pay the price and pay whatever they say it costs. That's okay. You know, I know sometimes people don't like supporting other people. They don't like other people getting commission. Some people feel some way about that. Me, I don't care. I want people to buy my stuff because I buy other people's stuff. So I buy other people's stuff. I use their affiliate link because fair exchange is no robbery. But you do what works for you. But what is going to work for your vision in your future is to host and own your content. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell you. I was trying to.
No, go ahead.
I did something wrong. I don't know what I just did. I was on the site. I had it in my cart, and I kept pushing continue to pay, and it wouldn't process.
Well, then you have to change your browser. Okay, go into a different browser and try to reload it again. And you might have bought it and just didn't know it.
No, because I didn't put my credit card in yet. I had it in the cart, and I had like domain property and all this stuff. I had to click off of that.
What browser are you using?
I guess Safari.
Use Chrome.
Okay, well, this is the thing. It had let me bring it back and everything, but now it's saying that it's not available.
What?
Is that because I originally had it in my cart, or did somebody just listen to this call and go buy it?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I would hope nobody would do that. Hold on. Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do is, hold on. It's still available. So you just, it's storing in your cache. So try to go back to the shopping cart or either reload and refresh. It's still available. So you can go and buy it.
Okay.
Okay. Maritza, did that make sense to you, Queen?
It does, and I'm glad that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I had a call coming in. It's kind of confirmation for me. So I appreciate it. And of course, I would definitely go through you because you have been such a blessing. Such a blessing. I'm on the same thought process. Like, you bless people. Like, why would I go and let you have a blessing too? That's crazy. But the only second thing I wanted to say to Dr. Stefany is I wasn't the person with the website. I think that was Miss Valerie.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Miss Valerie has to get with me. I'll reach out to her in the group because it's ready now. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you, Maritza. And I thank you for sewing into my business because I appreciate that gift you gave me. I saw that. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
That's why I thought you were the domain person. I thought you were sending me money for the domain. That means you were sewing into my ministry, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Good morning, Nakia. How you doing, Queen?
Good morning, y'all. How are you?
Good. How can I serve you today?
All right. I have a few questions. Actually, 4. I'm going to go quick. You mentioned early on about creating lead magnet. Do you have a platform that we should use to do that?
Absolutely. You better use Canva. It's free and pretty all day long. And I did a webinar on that in the group. And if you search in the library, you'll see it. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you very much. My next question is, you mentioned WordPress.com versus WordPress.org. Which one do you recommend?
Neither one of them. I recommend SiteGround. And the reason why I recommend SiteGround is because you get a free SSL certificate, which usually costs over $100 a year. You get free unlimited emails, which everybody else charges you per month per email. And it gives you unlimited websites and templates, WordPress templates, where you still own all your content.
Oh, okay. So we can build the website through SiteGround.
Yes, you can. You can even build it yourself, or you can pay a developer to build it for you. But yes, you can.
Okay. You also mentioned something about a class plugin.
Yes.
Do you have one that you recommend?
Okay, so I will give you a list of those because what happens is there's different ones for different reasons, the kind of classes you want, right? So
Okay.
I think there's a list in the group, but I'll post it again. So it'll move back up to the top. And I will give you the list of the ones that I use.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And my last question, how do I get into the business directory?
Okay, so I just found out that a lot of people missed it that wanted it. So if you go to thebusinessminded.com, set up your profile for free, and I will go in the back end and I'll upgrade you to the membership level 1 plan. It's free for a year. I made that offer. It saves you $200 and it gets you indexed because I'm doing SEO and I'm actually going to be driving traffic to the profiles based on keywords. So I'm going to put that offer up in the group today anyway. So I'm going to extend it again. So just go to thebusinessminded.com, fill out your profile. It takes 10 minutes, throw your picture up. I will upgrade the level. And then when you go back in again, you'll be able to blog, you'll be able to post, you'll be able to list, you'll be able to market, you'll be able to sell, all those things.
Awesome. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
I had one more question.
Sure.
You said something about if you have multiple businesses or more than one, you could do a sub, what is it?
It's called a sub account. You can create sub accounts in the profiles on the level 1 tier that I've upgraded you to. So you'll have sub accounts under your profile.
Okay, so that's after you upgrade it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. You have a blessed day too. And thank you for being a part of the tribe. Good morning, Queen Karen. Beautiful. I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I have a couple of things, and I'm glad I had a chance to sit. Thank you so much for being you. I appreciate you, and I'm so incredibly blessed by you.
You're welcome.
I'm a little bit. I had a kind of a glitch when I went in to finish putting up my profile in the business directory.
Okay.
Because I didn't have a blog address, it kind of caught me up in this kind of hamster wheel. So I didn't know who do I speak to or go to kind of finish that out because it wouldn't let me save.
Okay, sure. So what you're going to do is just email me at thehustlemamatribe@gmail.com.
Okay.
And I'll go in the back end and clear the cache. And then that way you'll be able to do what you need.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
My next thing is I'm a little bit kind of confusing.
Okay.
And I'm glad I did this before pulling the trigger. I signed up for a One Funnel Away challenge.
Oh my gosh, with Russell, I did that before. Oh, God help you, but okay.
Yes, and as you know, like I'd gotten COVID, so I couldn't even barely. I was trying to focus on breathing versus trying to create a funnel. So now I went back into the group the other day and I said, I need help. Can someone help me with a funnel? And because I know I need a funnel, I need a tripwire, and I know I need to kind of create a landing page as well. And I got a lot of responses, but now I'm kind of like, somebody had said in India, I'll do it for $50 because she had done the challenge, twice, and that she needs to build up her portfolio. I get that. I believe in supporting businesses.
Yes.
But now I'm listening to what you're saying because I know I need to create this ebook. I know I need to create a couple of different things, especially the website and the landing page. And I thought a couple of minutes ago you had said that you were pro WordPress, but then I remember you speaking about SiteGround. So now I'm a little bit on the confusing side.
Okay, sure.
Just like to punt to your guy and say, just fix it. But right now I need to kind of manage my resources responsibly.
Okay, so let's first start with funnels. Okay, so funnels are pathways. People think of funnels. First of all, funnels are very expensive. They're expensive to customize. If she's offering to do, I don't know how many steps. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 step funnels. And the steps are the pages. Okay. So I've paid as much as $3,000 for one funnel. Okay. But it was a 7-step funnel. I've paid $1,500 for a funnel. I've paid $150 for a funnel. So number one, make sure you understand how many pages the funnel is. The second thing is, and funnels are nothing more than pathways, right? So they're programmed pathways. You can actually do funnels in WordPress for free, but you have to really know what you're doing to do that. An everyday person can't do that. So when I tell you WordPress versus SiteGround, WordPress is the platform. SiteGround is the hosting. They're two separate things. WordPress is
like HostGator versus
SiteGround. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay.
SiteGround is the same as DreamHost, Bluehost, Ionos, HostGator, GoDaddy Hosting, our domain store hosting. It's the hosting platform.
I signed up with Ionos before I started rocking with you.
Okay, so that's fine. I have Ionos. I've had Ionos for over 20 years, one-on-one internet. It is one of the platforms I use as well. And I happen to love Ionos, okay? Ionos does offer web builders, the click and build, but you won't own the content. So be careful with their web builders, right? What you want is a self-managed, self-hosted website if you're WordPress, okay? Through Ionos. So
I'm sorry to interrupt you. So if I just use them as having captured my domains, registering.
Oh, okay. So that, okay. But did you get the instant domain package or unlimited hosting package with Ionos? Because they offer both. You need to know which package you have, because they have a hosting package with your domains where they give you hosting, or they have just the instant domain where you only have the instant domain. Because if you have the instant domain, you can't create emails and you can't host websites. But if you bought the domain with the hosting package, you can create unlimited emails and unlimited websites.
All right, I need to go back and look at that again.
Yes, okay. You have to figure out what you bought. And then if you bought the package that has the hosting, you can build your WordPress site on Ionos, and they offer WordPress web builders that are templates and WordPress web builders where you click and build and it's all your own. The difference is one, you'll have all the files. The other one is like in their confinement, like constraints, you know, like you can't manipulate as much.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, and then if she's going to offer to do the funnel for $50, take her up on an offer. That's a great price. You do it.
So for the funnel and the landing page, because I said I know I need a landing page, because I was thinking about, for some bizarre reason, what you told us to do today, that I needed to have something to process people through.
Yes, but make sure but here's the issue. Let me explain something to the issue with the one that I had with the One Funnel Away challenge. It's not their issue, it's my issue, okay? Okay. My issue when I was rocking with Russell, and I learned a lot from Russell Brunson, I learned a lot about funnels. Yeah. Number one, I was paying for the $300 a month plan at the time. So I did the $299 plan. First, I started with the $99 plan. Then I did the $299 plan because I wanted unlimited contacts and all this stuff that were part of the extra. So I went into the $299 a month plan. But once I learned about funnels, and I've spent, I would say, about $12,000 on learning funnels and buying funnels and working with packages that were flops. Okay. So I spent about $12,000 to $13,000 cash money before I learned funnels and nuances. The issue with One Funnel Away and all of that is it's a cycle, right? So what happens is he cycles people into the challenge. You become a 99 member and then you become an affiliate. And so what happens is you start promoting funnels through the affiliate. So when she builds your funnel, she's going to build your funnel in ClickFunnels, which means you're going to have the $99 a month package to use her funnel. So you're paying her to design the funnel, but the funnel's a template that you can do yourself in ClickFunnels. So if you're going to pay $100 a month to keep your funnel, then you might as well learn how to do it yourself.
That's what I was saying.
And use the templates that other people share with you. But you're paying $100.
Your mic is hot.
Oh, Edwina, yeah. Edwina, mute out. She's running her vacuum cleaner. She's at work. Edwina, your mic is hot. Okay, she can't hear us.
You can actually mute her.
Oh, I can? Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Touch her and then touch her mic.
Oh, okay. See, y'all teaching me something. I had no idea. Okay, so Karen, you're going to be paying $100 a month for a funnel when you don't have to. You could create your funnel in your WordPress site for free and not pay $100 a month.
Yeah, that's not good math.
Yeah, so my suggestion to you is maybe I'll do a workshop on funnels. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This week, I can't promise it'll be today because I'm really swamped, but I will put up a webinar. I'll do a turbo webinar on funnels and explain them and how to build them. Okay. But yeah, you definitely don't want to pay $100 a month for one funnel. That's a waste of money. Don't do it. I paid $3,600 in a year for Russell. Actually, 2 years. That's $7,000. So, and then I spent another $2,000 on Groove funnels because I got in as an early adopter, and then I spent another $1,500 on InfluencerSoft, which is another funnel builder, and then I've paid on Builderall. Like I've tried out every software platform there is. I own probably about 1,500 software as a service programs in my arsenal. I've tried and worked with them all because I'm a techie. So I can tell you what works and what doesn't work, what's junk, what's a waste of money. And for me, this is not his platform. This is me. I'm not spending $100 a month for a funnel that I can build and rebuild and duplicate and clone for free.
Yeah, that was, I knew that because I signed up for it. It was, I said to her yesterday, I said, I'm not asking you to continue to give me fish. I just need someone to walk me back through because I missed the one funnel away challenge and I paid for it.
Yeah.
So, and even if I do use it, I still have to pay that $100 a month in order to keep that posted up there. So,
well, let me tell you a hack. Okay. All right, y'all. Here's a hack. Let me give you a gem real quick because you know I always like to do that. If you want to know what a funnel looks like and how to funnel and design your funnel, go through a funnel on something you've bought or are going to buy but not really buy, see what they're doing, and take a screenshot. And then you know that's how you have to design yours. It ain't rocket science. It's just science. You got it?
Love it.
Okay.
Thank you. So I'm going to sign up for SiteGround. I'm going to go back to Inos and see exactly if I just have the domain names registered, which is what I thought I was planning to do. That's called COVID shopping.
Yes. Yes.
Buy stuff you don't know what you bought.
Yes, but if once you find out about the Ionos, you can post it in the group and I'll answer you. Okay.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Thank you. Love you to life.
You're welcome, and I love you too. Good morning, Queen Katrina. How you doing? Queen Katrina, are you there? Oh. Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Feeling better.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. It's coming along. I love the website. Thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for your patience because I know it took a little bit. You know, it's been so many people, and thank you for rocking with us. I love your website too. I don't produce any website or let a meet bring any website to market that I don't love and that the person don't love. You got to love and be in love with it.
Yes, ma'am. So I had a question about earlier. You said if you don't have the website to do the lead magnet and put the link in it to do the tripwire, I want to say textbook.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to use a link. You're going to use bit.ly to create a link to your lead magnet that you create, right? And a lead magnet is nothing more than a PDF, right? So when you create it in Canva, you're going to download it and save it as a PDF. Okay. And then you're going to put the link, you're going to put the PDF in your Google Drive. Remember I told you to create a Gmail account because it'll come with a free Google Drive space. You upload the PDF into your Google Drive and then you get the link. And after you get the link, you share that link, right? Because you're going to create the bit.ly, the URL shortener, and that's your lead magnet. And then in your thank you page, which is your autoresponder that you'll do through MailChimp, you will upsell the tripwire. And if you want, I'll do do you want me to do a webinar, a quick webby on that in the group? Will that help?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do that. All right, Trina, I'll do a webinar on the Tripwire series and how to load that up. I'll do the way you can do it for free 99, and I'll do it for the way you can do it using paid services. Okay. Okay. You're welcome. Good morning again, Sunshine. How you doing, Sunshine?
I'm fine. I want to say to everybody in the room, if you don't go to SiteGround and support her, shame on you.
Oh.
She gives too much information for you guys not to support her. Shame. I concur. Okay. And I came back because we need SiteGround for Dummies. Okay.
And guess what? I got SiteGround for Dummies on the workshop on Hustle Mama Tribe. If you search out SiteGround, I walk people through everything: how to create an email, how to activate their SSL and their lock on their websites, how to create their templates. I walk you through all of it. Because I use SiteGround as an affiliate, and because people support me using SiteGround, I did a whole bunch of webinars and workshops on SiteGround in the group as my thank you.
Well, I was saying, in reference to me registering.
Oh.
I clicked the link, and when I click the link, it gives me $6.99, $9.99, and $14.99, and I chose the one that says web hosting. Correct?
That's correct. You chose the one that said grow, right?
Okay, so the grow one is the one that's unlimited. So
yes.
I was confused because it has 2 websites, so I was confused.
No, you want the one that says unlimited, and it's $9.99 a month, so that you can create multiple websites, multiple emails, multiple businesses, even e-commerce.
Listen, I promise you, it doesn't say unlimited.
It does. Okay, wait, hold on one second. Let me.
Shame on me.
Wait, let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna go in on a new. Okay, so when you see the web hosting platform and you click on it, it says WordPress and WooCommerce, get started, cloud hosting, all of that.
Yes.
So you're gonna click on WordPress hosting.
Oh, WordPress, not
right?
web.
Because we're always talking about WordPress, right? And then you're gonna, okay, hold on. All right, so go back out. No, don't do WordPress because I'm seeing it now. They changed it. See, it was unlimited before. Okay, so let's go back to, let me see, web hosting. Hold on. Wow, listen.
Yeah, it doesn't say that anymore, so that's what I was questioning.
Yeah, guess what? It used to be unlimited. I guess I was referring too much. Or they changed it. Yep, it used to be unlimited websites. Thank God to the people that got in. Yep, look at that. Okay, so it was unlimited because Katrina, didn't you get unlimited websites? Oh, she fell off. But yeah, oh my gosh, they're now only doing 2. Okay, so Sunshine, it used Katrina, when you did the SiteGround, you got unlimited websites for the $9.99, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yep, they've changed it. So it's now 2 websites. Wow.
Okay, I just thought I was doing something wrong.
No, they changed their plans. So you can do, all right, so let me tell you a hack around that, because there's always a hack, right? So what you can do is, here's the hack. If you have multiple businesses and multiple companies or whatever, you have your brand name, right? So say your brand name is xyz.com. You can actually create subdomains unlimited, no matter who you're with, INOs, whatever. And you could do stuff like, okay, so let's start with me. I'll use me as an example. I'm thehustlemama.com. Okay, so thehustlemama.com would be a place where I'm hosting my website. So I can create a subdomain that says tribe.thehustlemama.com. I can build an entire website on that subdomain. And then when I do the hustlemamatribe.com, I will forward that domain to the subdomain. Then let's say I sell clothes. So I can create a subdomain called clothes.thehustlemama.com. And then when it says shophustlemama.com, I can forward that to the subdomain. It's a little advanced, but it's how you can get unlimited websites off of your one domain, because you can create subdomains. Does that make sense?
Yes, I was just trying to make sure that I was doing it right. So
So, because when I was in there, I was like, I don't see it. What am I doing wrong? So when I go into hosting, I need to do the one that says WordPress hosting, correct?
Well, actually, if I were you, are you selling? Do you have products, a Shopify store, all that stuff?
No, not yet.
Are you going to be getting that?
Maybe.
Oh.
It's a possibility. I'm thinking about it because that was one of the streams of income you said that we create.
Merchandise and products.
Yes.
So if I were you, I would use the WooCommerce, managed WooCommerce hosting. Wait a minute, hold on. I think if you do the WordPress, you get the WooCommerce anyway. So hold on. WordPress. Yep, do the managed WordPress, do the Grow Big, get the 2 websites for $10 a month. It's still cheaper, right? Because most people pay this for one website in Wix, right? And then when you're ready to grow, you can grow it. You can create subdomains off the brand and still have other websites off the subdomains.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Good morning, Queen Deidre. How are you? Dear,
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Hey, Deirdre, how are you?
Well, hello, Queen Stefany.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Greetings, love, and light to everyone in the room. I just want to say something to you, Stefany, because I've been listening to this Clubhouse, and I had no idea, number one, that you were super techie genius computer girl. And I'm going to copyright on Sunshine. If y'all don't get this stuff right here for free, these nuggets that she's dropping, I don't know what's wrong with us. Because I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
Well, you're gonna have to start from the beginning in the group, because once you start from beginning in the group, you'll understand that.
I need Stefany Hustle Mama the Tribe 101.
I think I might do a webinar on that too, how to navigate through the Facebook group, because we've grown so much. And you're right, I need to probably go back to the things that I taught the people who have been with me for a while, for all the new people, on how to make this work, pop-a-lock and crack-a-lacking.
Like a refresher course or something, because you got your regular advanced followers that have been, ace boom cool with you, but like me, you make me feel like idiot 101. And that used to be my thing. Like, I used to be able to do all this stuff. I feel like my brain has been on fart forever. So,
well, I don't want to make anyone feel like an idiot, and I really don't want anyone feeling like they can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I really had no idea that the in-depth knowledge that you have, and I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm just trying to get y'all wealthy, to the wealthy place. I'm trying to get y'all on autopilot and online and in the online digital marketing space, so you can compete with the best of the best.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. I'm just, like I said, I'm just sending love and light, and I'm a sponge this morning, and I'm glad I checked your Facebook page to see CJ this morning, and
yeah,
you know the love I have for you, so I'm not going to start pouring it out all over Clubhouse. But,
oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
We just do a refresher webinar for me, and make sure you invite all the newbies that's following you. And if y'all, the old heads that are in here, y'all know anybody that needs this love, please refer them, because she is a genius. Oh. And she's giving it away for free. And, we're going to have a whole healthy tribe of sisters one day on an island out in the middle of the ocean. And we're just going to be celebrating all of this money that we got. That's all.
Yeah.
And I love you.
Yeah, thank you.
Work, okay?
Thank you so much. Yes, when you build with the heart to impact, Trust me, the money will come. The Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness and all other things, not one, two things, not a little bit of things, not some crumb things, but all other things will be added to you. And here's the thing. I want you ladies to always think of your businesses as a door, right? Your businesses are the door. They are the gifts that will make room for you. They are tied directly like an umbilical cord to the promises of Deuteronomy 28. They are a part of how you walk on water, cast mountains into the sea, and have blessings more than you could ever think or ask, more than the stars in the sky, outnumbering the grains of sand on the beach. So when you understand that the vision has the provision well on its way, waiting for you to meet it at the level of your faith, it's not just faith, but it's competency, because faith without works is dead. And that is why I try to teach the core competency and the work part. And truly, if you can just grasp it, take one little bit at a time, and understand that you can all make 10 streams of income. So let's do this. I haven't done this in a while, so let's get a piece of paper. Hopefully you got a piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to show you how to monetize, and the quickest and fastest way to make sure that you have money on autopilot. And this is how the story goes, ladies and gentlemen. What you do is you set up your WordPress website, and it's self-hosted so that you own all the content. The second thing you're going to do is blog. The third thing you're going to do is build your subscriber list. The fourth thing you're going to do is create your newsletters. The fifth thing you're going to do is create your podcast. The sixth thing you're going to do is have your affiliate marketing links. The seventh thing you're going to do is create ebooks. The eighth are your webinars. The ninth are your courses. And the 10th are your merchandising for the message. When you do it that way and create all those 10 streams, you're not building from scratch. You're building on stair steps. It starts with your website. The next step up is the blog. You're using the content from the blog and the lead magnets to get subscribers. And from those subscribers, you're creating a community of wealth and knowledge in what you provide using the newsletters. The content that goes into the newsletters are from the blog. After that, you're going into your podcast. The topics for the podcast, the content from the podcast is the exact same as the blog. So you're not reinventing the wheel, you're packaging it in a different way. And then after that are your affiliate links, which is how you monetize and make money off of ads. If you've attended my course or my webinar, if you've been on Clubhouse, I showed you how to get the affiliate links to earn revenue. If you were not there, you can go into the Hustle Mama Tribe on Facebook group, search out in the search bar, and it will be there. The next thing you're going to do is create your ebooks. Your ebooks are created from the content in your newsletter, in your podcast, and your blog. After that, you're going to create the webinar. The webinar is the exact same thing. It's nothing more than the PowerPoint presentation or the Facebook Live of what you've spoken about and highlighted in your blog, your newsletter, and your podcast. After that is your course. Your course is the packaging of every blog episode, every podcast episode, every newsletter into a step-by-step staged course. After that, you have your merchandise where you can shout out your quotes, the things that you created during the content creation on mugs, journals, and t-shirts. Remember, I always say use mugs, journals, and t-shirts because it's about your experience, your journey, and your expertise. You do that for every single product you have. You do that for every single course you have. You do that for every single brand you market. You do that for every single book you write. You do that for every single talk you talk. You do that for every single element of your business. And that is how you create multiple streams of income on autopilot that are passive and create the generational wealth that is promised to you. For the door is your brand. And as you walk through it and journey through it, the door will be there as the opening for people and traffic and those who need and are waiting on what you provide to be met with you providing it. You become the journey road that they need to get the answers and the transformation that they are looking for and desire to have. And that's the way it works.
Dr. Stefany.
Yes.
Dr. Stefany. Because now I find myself saying, So first I want to come back and say, I'm so thankful. I had to break my fast yesterday. it's Ramadan, so
I know. Eid
Yes.
Mubarak, honey.
Yes, but he will not put any more on us that we can bear, and if we struggle, he understands. So I'm not going to be ashamed for yesterday, but
you can make it up at the end, Letitia.
Yes, but we know that fasting is just not about eating, and you really make me not even be ashamed anymore that I have converted to Islam because of the love that you give and how you spread yourself when it comes to the fact that we are all sharing one God and the no judgment zone that you bring. But I want to come on here this morning and I just want to thank you. And yes, Sunshine, I'm going to get emotional because that's my girl right there, but I can't help it because at first I felt like I couldn't do blogging, podcasts. At first I felt like, how could I even talk about my experience and my journey? Because when we first had our first consultation that we had on the phone, and if anybody, listen, you guys better be a believer because this woman is blessed. She is called. She is anointed. And, being Baptist was my background. So sometimes it's hard to, let that go when, I know that God is real at the end of the day. So you told me on that phone call, listen, Letitia, I know the things that you said you want to do, but listen, I'm telling you right now that your business is the fact that you are a nurse, and that is what I'm getting. And I said after I hung up, I want to get away from that because I trade so much of my time for the money. And I said this the other day, and I'm making other people rich. I got burnt 5 times in 2 of these businesses. I got burnt 4 times in the trucking situation, and I lost my EIN number in the short-term rental situation. But it may not have been my passion, but it's right now. It's going to enable me to, have some freedom in my life. And I said, wow, today Dr. Stefany is on here. It was her twin's birthday, and the greatest gift that he can give is the gift of a child. And the woman that you are, you're standing in the gap every day for your son, for your family. And I'm just so grateful that you had the strength this morning to come on here and pour out so much that there is not enough room for us to receive it. But yesterday I had a little conversation with a little peer of mine, and I had joined this little Facebook group, for short-term rental. And I have to tell you, last night, this morning, as you were talking, my little Facebook group name came in my head. And I said, wow, Letitia, you can use the fact that you were so tired and you traded so much of your time for money as a nurse. Now you can say, listen, this is my experience, this is my journey, and I'm trying to open up the space of short-term rental because I now can live vicariously through travel nurses who are blessed to go other places and get jobs. And
Amen. Amen.
And then I said, wait a minute, Letitia, Dr. Stefany keeps pouring, but I keep on saying, oh my God, I'm so lost. But I'm not lost because this morning, as I'm trying to fast for Ramadan, even though I know sometimes it's difficult in terms of my walk because of where I came from and what I've been going through. And I did it because no matter what, and I'm not ashamed. I'm going to be transparent this morning. I've been through the mud with my husband, but I'm trying to, be there. And he asked if we could, come together, no matter, even though what he's done, it's been hard for me at times. 7 months, he said he's tried to be different. 7 months out of almost 20 years. When you come home in 2027, it'll be 21 years in the feds, and I've been here. And you tell me that 7 months you've been trying after all I've been through. You think I'm supposed to care about that? But okay, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna go ahead and try to, leave it where it's supposed to be. And I'm trying to, be on one accord because I do love my husband. But this morning, I'm listening to you, and every day I'm on this clubhouse, I faithfully try to not miss it. And my son distracted me this morning, and Keisha said, "Like, you're not on the clubhouse. You're not on. We're on the room." So as I'm sitting here, I'm like, podcast? How can I have a podcast? What? All the beautiful ladies in the room I can bring onto my podcast. Dr. Stefany, everybody's doing. I can have affiliate links. Yes, it's all here for me. And yes, I'm not going to give up my nursing license, but I can't work for other people anymore. Yes, I still want to be a little assisted living / group home, but I got to go back to that on the end because right now the opportunity was here. As I'm broke, have no money, I'm not ashamed. But I can really be grateful this morning that you stood in the gap this week and you had to step away, but you came back today and you gave it all. You gave everything that you had. And when you were talking as I'm driving, this stuff is coming in my head. So you know what? I'm not going to be afraid anymore. I can execute. I can go ahead and do everything. And then I said, oh God, help me make the money because I'm trying to hire Dr. Stefany to be my mentor. And this morning, you come on here and say, you're going to give a mentor. We're going to have a little group plan where we can do this and do that, and we can get mentored. So you know what? Thank you. If I could give you, I don't even know, like I'm gonna, anybody that rocks with me when I'm at the bottom, when I come back up at the top, the middle, to the side, to the left, to the front, I'm giving back because you are such a blessing, and I'm just so grateful this morning. And I just want to say thank you that I keep on showing up, and you show up every day, no matter what, and you give. And I'm just so blessed this morning. So
well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's really not me. It's the God in me, right? This is my ministry. This is me living and operating in my gift so that I can help you live and operate in yours, right? So that everyone can be blessed coming in and going out. To God be the glory. I'm so grateful for you, Letitia. And yes, I know things are hard. I know things are hard with your husband and your business and your money. A lot of women out here are going through. But let me just explain something about the going through part. Always remember there was someone named Job who was a righteous man who lost it all and God gave it back tenfold. So that's why the Bible says, be not weary in your well-doing, for in due season you will reap if you faint not. So remember that, and don't be weary and don't faint, because sometimes your blessing and the blessed place and the shore and everything is like 2 seconds on the other side of you giving up. And so that's why we can't ever give up, but keep our eyes on the prize, and you will make it. And I love that idea about traveling nurses in your short-term rental and you being able to market because you are a nurse and knowing the business and knowing the industry and all of that stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something, ladies, what you have to remember is it's a door, right? It's a door. And sometimes the door looks like it's far away. And sometimes it looks like it's right there and it's over the threshold. Just walk through the door. The Bible even talks about doors. God talks about the heart being the door, the way, the truth, the light, and all that. And as for being Muslim, sister, listen, we are all sisters and brothers, right? All of us. That's why the Bible says, Jesus said, when he sat among the multitude, when they say, Rabbi, your mother is here and your brother's here, he said, who is my mother? Who is my brother? For these are my brothers and these are my mothers. We're all sisters and brothers one of another. And yes, my faith is Judeo-Christian. I believe in the Old Testament. I'm a pre-tribulation believer, and I am a believer of the Judeo-Christian faith. I believe in the Old Testament. I practice a lot of Jewish principles, and in practicing a lot of Jewish principles, I practice a lot of Islamic principles. And people are like, what? How can you do that? You're serving two? No, I serve one God. I serve one Christ. I serve the Christ. But I do recognize that he created the earth and the fullness thereof and the galaxies, and was not anything made that was not made by him. And that Islam and Christianity is nothing more than the generational creation of two brothers, Ishmael and Isaac. It's sibling rivalry at its cutest and at its best. And all we have to do is stay aligned with the Father, the God of all creation, the creator. In Islam, they call him Allah. And in Christianity, they call him Elohim. And Jehovah Witnesses call him Jehovah. It doesn't matter. None of those things matter. The only thing that matters is that we live life of love, live a life of service, and live a life of loving our neighbor as ourselves. For that is true religion, undefiled. All right, ladies. Well, it's almost 9:30. We've been on 2 hours. If you are not comfortable, you know how this story goes. If you're not comfortable with corporate prayer, I end every single room that I teach with prayer and with pronouncement, declaration, proclamation of blessings over everyone who has listened. So now is your time to leave. But if you're comfortable with that, then I say, Father, I come to you with a humble heart in the mighty name of Jesus. I ask that you cleanse me of any sins that I've knowingly and unknowingly committed so I can boldly come before your throne of grace and never ending, infinite, only asking for mercies. I ask that you bless each and every single entrepreneur who has listened today, who has thought it not robbery to give of their time and their attention. I ask for those who had to leave early that you give them a blessing as well. And I ask that every single person here on this call with the sound of my voice feels a healing and feels an alignment with you. I ask that you bless the works of their hands and the trials of their feet. Continue to give them the dreams and the visions. Continue to sow into them the seeds in their DNA that you gave them before the foundation of the world, as you called them from their mother's womb to operate and live lives of glory, glorifying your name and your purpose, but most of all, being evidence of your Holy Spirit in their lives. I ask that you give them the provision for generational wealth, the promises of Deuteronomy 28. Please enlarge their territory. Please provide angels as a hedge of protection over everything they do. Please give them the peace of mind that surpasses all human understanding. Please bless their finances and the devourer for their sakes. In the mighty name of Jesus, I ask that you give them a fresh anointing, a fresh purpose, a renewed and invigorated desire to move forward with helping humanity and the people of God that need them, that are waiting for them, that have to hear their message. In the name of Jesus, I ask all of these things in your son Yeshua's holy name, calling them blessed, going in and coming out. May they speak life over everything as I've spoken life over them today. Amen. Amen. And A to the mint, chill. Well, you know, I love y'all lots. I'll be seeing y'all in Facebook sometime today. I will do those webinars, those quickie turbo webinars this week to help you guys out as I've promised. Just give me a little grace because I'm working on those websites because my business